Welcome in, guys. Crazy weekend. A lot of NBA basketball, especially a lot of games yesterday. Weekend started off red hot, 4-0 Friday, Saturday, small card Saturday, one bet, one winner. And then we got a little bit of a rough day yesterday. So looking to bounce back, short card again today. Beat a lot of numbers, had a lot of edges across the slate. Ball just didn't bounce our way. Some tough games, too. I mean, Golden State yesterday, there was one. Klay Thompson playing out of his mind in the first half. When you see that version of Klay, you think you're going to pull out that game. A lot of head scratchers yesterday on that Sunday slate, John.
Wow, that's all I can say. As good as Klay played, Curry played that bad and worse. It's got nothing to do with it. I want to address our guys. We try to take care of our members in the best way. I feel we give our members, and I'm talking about our Massa Edge members, literally the best deal in the world. I don't think you guys really understand how important beating the numbers are. I don't want to please try not to take this as insulting or me talking down to you. But unless you have over 40 years in the business, and I'm talking about in the bookmaking business and gambling at the highest level, you're not on my level. So when I've got guys suggesting, as they did in baseball when we had our bad run in baseball, maybe you should do things. Yeah, maybe I should do things a new way and stop using what has worked for over 40 years. Gentlemen, if the line went against us every day and we lost, your suggestions may be valid. When we beat the line on the NBA games, every game, every day, day in, day out, unless an injury pops up or maybe a game doesn't move that much or doesn't move at all, but doesn't move against us. What we have experienced this year is mathematically impossible. Yesterday, we're going to go right down the card. Took the 76ers plus 5.5 game closes, 4.5 lose. Yes, got blown out. There's a full point move on the closing line. Guys, closing line value. What this means is that we took 5.5. Other shops, and again, two things move the lines. Shops betting, injury information. That's it. Other shops bet plus 5.5 and plus 5. We took 5.5, game closed, 4.5. Not a tremendous move, a point, just enough to give us an edge. We bet the Dallas Mavericks Saturday for Sunday, as we did most of the games. We got out to a jump. We took the Mavs plus 1.5. They closed as a 2-point favorite. We flipped the favorite. Games like this, you could cash out for more money than you put up. It's a 3.5-point move, flipping the favorite. We did the same with the Warriors game. We took 2.5. They closed a 1.5-point favorite, a 4-point swing. We took the Kings plus 6.5. The game closed for our only fucking winner. But you get the gist. These are 2.5, 3, 4-point moves every game. That's the edge. That's the Massa edge. There's nothing else to prove. This is what we do. Once again, if we're taking the Mavs plus 1.5 and Pacers go to 3.5 and the Pacers win, well, then I'm an idiot. Then you should go follow these guys. Like I said a couple of days ago, you guys don't believe in this method. Go follow some fucking kid that pretends he's giving $100,000 away to some drive-through fucking worker and they betting fucking 6-leg parlays. Then go do that. Or you meet some hot girl on the street that's giving away fucking Bentleys. Are you that square? I don't know. But if you are, you shouldn't be a Massa Edge member. I always preach that. We do have some of the sharpest guys around. So again, beating the line, closing line value is all that matters. We've said this since the 4 years I'm on Instagram. Since COVID, that's when we first came on. It's 3 years, whatever it is. I've put my heart and soul into this, and it just goes to show you how bad. This is going to be the worst NBA season I've experienced in 40 fucking years. So again, mathematically impossible. If you bet the closing line every day and flip the coin, you should go 50%. For us to be at 40% beating the line every day, it's bewildering. I don't even know what to tell you guys. But again, I will not continue to go back and forth. If you don't think the service is worth it, guys, I got guys I got paid $900 for 4 months. Okay, you got clowns. I don't know, that fucking card player that he'd say bet the $1 million on the fucking Super Bowl 2 years ago on the Chiefs. And then he bet the 49ers this year, but he's using fucking 2 years ago thing as his video that he bet $1 million this year. I think he gives out games for $500 a game. Okay, guys are out there legitimately charging $50 for their lock of the day. Okay, we're charging. We got guys now. If you've been with us, you should be paying no more than $159 a month for the amount of information, guys. Just to give you a heads up. Guys would pay somebody like me would give me a free roll. In other words, they would put the money up, and I would bet if I had the knowledge to do what I was doing and beat the line continuously. You don't know the strength that is for your what breaks down to be $40 a week. The information we give, the ratings alone that they're, I could say this. So I'm blue in the face. There is nobody's ratings. There's no computer ratings that have the ratings that we do. You literally know what side we're going to bet. One of our guys knew we were going to bet the 76ers yesterday. Sean, SCS, I believe. Yep. He put it in there as all our Saturday, as we were betting on Saturday for Sunday. He threw it in there. How about 76ers plus 5? He was right. But I knew I could see the way the line was moving as we monitor the line every day, that there was going to be some phony money. When I say phony money, the shops pushing the line where they want it. They got it up to 5.5, and that's when we took 5.5. So we worked that extra half a point. Again, I'm a professional, guys. No fucking hustler. I'm no 23-year-old. I've been doing this for 3 years. 3 years? Really? You've been doing this for 6 years? Wow, you've been doing this for 6 years? I've been doing this over 40 years. With the highest level of people in the fucking gambling world. Again, and then I had somebody saying, well, how do we know you even bet? One guy has posted he lost $75,000. And if that, look, I don't care if you lost $75,000 or $75. Money is relevant to everybody. And I feel terrible for all my guys. But don't ask what I lost. What's the difference if I don't bet? But we don't even know if you bet. I can assure you I bet. But what if I didn't? Would that change the results? Would that make your loss any better? Guys, sharpen up. When I tell you we give you the best sports betting information, NBA unparalleled. I don't give a fuck whether, I don't want to say I don't give a fuck that we're losing. Of course I give a fuck that we're losing. But that's the result. I don't give a fuck. There's nobody better out there than me. Think about you've got a line that's opens up 1.5 one way and goes 2 the other way, or opens 2.5 one way, goes 1/2 the other way. Think about the percent that the line is moving. So again, this is what it's about. It's not going to change. You can change cappers if you like. If you think there's somebody better out there, I suggest you do so. For what we give and the price we give it at, I am unparalleled in both ways. So I don't want to go through it anymore. You guys are welcome on Instagram. Monday and Friday, we're going to go live on Instagram, noon Eastern on Massa Edge. Join us. Come talk to me. We don't hide. And, we hide. There is nobody is transparent. We used to do the podcast 5 days a week. Go on Instagram 5 days a week. I'm knocking my head on the wall for social media. That's not taking us anywhere. So we're scaling it back. But we go over our wins and losses every single day. So I don't hide shit. I am by far the best NBA handicapper in the world, just with the fucking worst luck that can't even be imaginable. I was telling Ben, and I said, guys in a chat, let's just say I was able to tell you guys every day, Bitcoin's going to go up today, Bitcoin's going to go down today. Would I be a genius if I was right every day? Well, what do I do in the NBA? I do the exact same thing. Now we just need the results to match. Beat the line every day, 2, 3, 4 points a game, and not win. Unheard of. Hey, we're going to finish out the fucking year. If I tell you guys, after Friday and Saturday nights, when the games that we bet for Sunday, I woke up, I felt like Godzilla. I felt strong. I thought we were going to crush it. The lines just kept moving our way. Just didn't happen, guys. Again, back to the drawing board. Just one more thing. I think we had 3 bets Friday. Saturday, small card, had no pregame bets, 1 bet at halftime. Okay. Yesterday, 7 bets. So to understand, and of those 7 bets, that the only line that didn't move, we had the Rockets game that looked great, looked like that was playing right to the tape in the first half. That's the only game that it didn't move. We we buried the line on every other game. Okay, so that just goes to show you that's when we had an edge in all those games. There's not an edge, we're not betting. There's an edge, we're betting. We fucking should have crushed it yesterday. We crushed the line. And again, just betting in the worst luck that I've ever seen in 40 years. One more time, 50-50. You bet the closing line, you're going to go 50-50. 48-52, one way or the other. What we're doing, by beating the line, impossible, can't figure it out mathematically.
We'll see if that can turn around for us a little bit this week. We do have a lot of edges going on, and they're not falling yet. And just so you guys know, I mean, it's been a little bit of a rough NBA season. Very profitable NFL season. Very profitable MLB season. And as John said, his worst in 40 years. Definitely been a bit of a rough stretch. Still a lot of NBA season left. We'll see if these things start to turn around, and we're definitely due for some bounces our direction. As always, guys, appreciate you tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe below. Small NBA slate today. 4 games, some of them pretty gross. Let's go ahead and dive on in for you guys. Top game on the card, Raptors at Indiana. You have this Toronto team coming off a nice win at Atlanta the other night. Indiana, they're on a back-to-back. They get it done against Dallas last night. Pacers on back-to-back. NBA worst, 2-8 against the spread. As far as the matchup history, you have Raptors covering both meetings this year. Pacers won all 3 last year. Bit of a tough spot here for Indy on the back-to-back. Big win over Dallas. Would be a lean here for Toronto. Had both Saturday, Sunday off. Light travel there. So Raptors or nothing in my eyes in this game. Tough game to get on right now. Indiana looks like they're playing some better basketball.
Yeah, Halliburton getting healthy now.
Yep.
Remember at the just before the All-Star break, limiting him to about 20 minutes a game. Now he's played. He went crazy in the All-Star game. He's back. Indiana's back. As Ben said, weird stat. These are conflicting stats. You've got an Indiana team terrible against the spread in back-to-backs, but they've got the highest scoring bench in the NBA, which depth should correlate to playing well in back-to-backs. So just like the rest of the NBA season, just doesn't make any sense. Toronto looked like they were dead before the All-Star break. They come out of the break, get a couple of big wins, destroy Brooklyn, who now looks worse than ever before. But then go to Atlanta and get a nice little road win. They'll come to Indiana. 2 games this year they've played, both decided by 2 points or less. Should be another tight one in this one. Again, for me, it's Toronto or nobody. Does Toronto, could they smell the playoffs now? For the guys that may not have heard, Trae Young now going to miss the next 4 weeks. They're in the 10th spot. Toronto just beat them. Could have a shot at catching them. Do they want to catch them? We'll learn more about that tonight. But big number. Pacers don't play well on the road, but they have been playing better lately, but still would have to take the points on nobody.
Then we had the Pistons at the Knicks. Pistons coming off a tough loss against the Magic. They were tied up late. Banchero hit a game winner and won with 0.8 seconds left in that one. And you have this Knicks team coming off a tough loss against the Celtics. Brunson, big game, but all the others didn't step up. DiVincenzo, Bogdanovich, Burks, not a good shooting night for them, 9 of 30. Knicks team struggling right now. 2-6, 1-7 against the spread their last 8. Both those wins against very shorthanded teams as well, Memphis and Philly. Obviously, they're shorthanded. Matchup history is all Knicks. 13 straight meetings with a W. They're 10-3 against the spread in those. Just tough because it's not the same Knicks team right now. They've won the last 6 in New York, 4-2 against the spread, but the Pistons covered the last 2. And it's a lean to Detroit in this game for me. Yeah, yes, Knicks have the ownership here. Just a bit of a different Knicks team, down 3 starters. Tough matchup. The only 2 teams they've been able to get it done against have been shorthanded teams. Detroit, they're hanging in with the best of the best right now, playing competitive games. Pistons are nobody in my eyes.
Yeah, I just can't pull the trigger on the Pistons here because of the ownership. And so we talk about that chicken soup all the time. And, man, could this be the Knicks chicken soup, a team that they've absolutely owned? Not saying go bet the Knicks. Don't get me wrong. Not liking the Knicks here. My number on the game is 10. Because of the ownership, they've elevated this game to 11. They're going to make you pay if you want to bet against Detroit. We liked Detroit the other day at halftime. When we had the extra points, they were down at halftime. Just felt that they would play a little catch-up over there. And also because the Magic were going to play the next day, you're always going to rest your guys with that double-digit lead. It's more of the same here. If the Knicks were to go up big at halftime, maybe interested at the Pistons in the second half, unless this game goes much higher. At 11, again, I think it's a little high, but not high enough. For me, we want to take a team that's out of it against the team that owns them and badly needs a W.
Then we have Nets going on to Memphis. Nets, they were blown out at Minnesota, playing horrible basketball right now. 1-7, their last 8. They've scored just 88 points per game over their last 3 games on the road. Absolutely awful. 3-13, 2-14 against the spread, their last 16 road games. No interest in back in Brooklyn in this one. Memphis coming off a hard-fought game against the Clippers. They covered in that game. They're 2-2, 4-0 against the spread on the homestand. And a lot of success in the matchup history. 7-1 in the last 8 meetings, 4 straight in Memphis. This is Grizzlies all the way in my eyes. This Brooklyn team just can't back them right now. They're not playing good basketball. Can't get it done on the road. Can't put up points. And would also have to be able to look to the under in this game. Matchup history trends over, but obviously 2 very different teams looking back the last couple of years with, KD, Kyrie, Nets, and then obviously John Morant, Desmond Bane, everyone else here for the Grizzlies. So very different teams right now. Would be a lean to the under and Grizzlies or nothing.
Yeah, last year's 2 meetings averaged 250 a game. Look, these are 2 totally different teams. Throw those numbers out. Nets cannot put the ball in the bucket right now. Their last 3 games, the game before the All-Star break, they lost at Boston by 50. They lost at home to Toronto by 28, and then they go to Minnesota. Minnie doesn't even have Gobert, the defensive player of the year, and they're still only able to score 86. They're playing as bad basketball as possible. Grizzlies, they played Clippers as tough as you could want to play them at home. Yep. And their game before the All-Star break, a 14-point dog against the Bucks, and they won. So they're still fighting. They're still playing. Yeah, and they own this series. 7-1, the last 8 meetings straight up and against the spread. Grizzlies are nobody in this one.
We have Heat at Sacramento. Heat coming off a big win at New Orleans. Things got chippy. There were some ejections. Jimmy Butler, he's suspended for a game. Then you also have Rozier and Hero questionable. And you have this Kings team, one of our winners last night. They get it done with the win at the Clippers, 123-107. Fox and Sabonis, couple of big games. Sabonis ripping off triple doubles like crazy right now. And as far as the matchup history, kind of all Miami. Kings get it done in Sacramento, 5-1 the last 6 meetings. It's been Heat lately, though. He got them earlier this season. Would be a lean here to Miami in this game. Yes, shorthanded. Got to see if Hero or Rozier are in. Definitely a letdown spot for Sacramento. And the Kings, they're not playing that great of basketball at home. They've been great on the road, not doing the job at home, just about 500 lately the last couple months. Would be Heat or nobody. Got to see the lineups here.
All about the lineups in this one. So we already know Butler definitely out. Jason Richardson, he's out. Who else we got out here? We've got Jovic, he's suspended. Bryant suspended. These guys don't play a lot, but start adding them up, and all of a sudden you're a little shorthanded. Now, Hero's going for an MRI, I believe. We'll see if he's playing. Rozier's been out. He's questionable. This could possibly be one of those pack-it-in games for Miami. Just give Rozier one more day of rest. Give Hero a day of rest. Make sure you don't hurt nothing. Remember what happens to Hero in the playoffs last year? He's out for the entire playoffs. So do you give these guys an extra day of rest? It's all about the injuries. This is a 10-10 start. This is why what we know, we're doing this podcast, so what is it, 11:30 right now, a.m.? We've got 10 and a half hours before tip-off, so that's why you want to be a mass edge. Remember, when we know the injuries, you're going to know the injuries.
Yes, you guys will. If you guys sign up on the app or the website, you guys get those notifications. You guys will see how we react to those based on those injuries. Really a small slate today, guys. Just these 4 games. We're only here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays now. Make sure you follow on Instagram. Follow the John Massa page. Follow the Massa Edge page. Going to be posting some videos probably tomorrow for some of those games going on. Big slate tomorrow, but won't be having the full podcast going then.
Yeah, huge slate. Already looking at it, and we're looking at no less than at least 6 games that'll be double digits. Again, our work already done for tomorrow. This is how lines come out, and we're all over. You know, one other thing I will address. Our big sales point, if you would say, I told you I would absolutely crush DraftKings line. DraftKings was coming out last year with the lines noon, 12:30 or so the day prior. That's not happening anymore. They're opening much later, sometimes later. Bet Online's opening first. So again, still crushing DraftKings. Again, look at what we did to their line. Saturday's games for Sunday. So again, everything that I tell my members, okay, is exactly what I've living up to. So when I get guys, I won't call out any names. I'm the worst. I'm this. I'm that. I just don't need you. Go find the kid that's betting 6-leg parlays, and good luck with that.
Yep. Make sure you guys do your research. And yeah, as John said, everything has lived up to the promise. Like I said earlier, baseball was profitable. Football was profitable, both NFL and college football. A bit of a cold stretch here these last couple months in NBA. Still some time to get it back. And now about a month out from MLB season as well. And we have a lot of guys who come in just for our baseball content, just for the baseball subscription. So if you guys are going to be one of those, a lot of more bets coming your way. And you guys think NBA's had some peaks and valleys. Get ready for baseball. That is a long 162 5-month season. A lot of bets can be coming your way for that.
Well, let's hope this is a good I don't know if you guys could be able to see this. Let's hope this is a good omen. This is what just popped up. It's a year ago. I guess what they call those the memories. There was a 4-in-1 day. Let's hope that's a good a good omen as I was watching my phone for a sec. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. A lot of NBA for tomorrow. We'll be ready whenever DraftKings decides to open up. Today, no bets yet. Couple leans as we talked about. We'll wait on injuries and stuff. And if we don't have a pregame bet, could always have a halftime bet like we did with the Pistons on Saturday night.
Appreciate you guys tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's make some money.